What's up? So this Apple Music Top 100 Albums Ever thing is a joke. They got Lauryn Hill's Miseducation as the #1 album. And then they got Michael Jackson's Thriller as #2. And we're actually I know there are gonna be people that's gonna come up and say, well, I wasn't born then. I don't understand the impact of Thriller. But you know what? In white world, you understand the impact of the Beatles. They not tell you how the Beatles are the greatest thing ever and how they put everything out there. Well, I can say the same about Michael Jackson and Thriller. Look, I bought both albums, and I like Lauryn Hill's album, but it didn't age well. But Thriller, it's like a standard of popular music, and only had 7 out of 9 songs be a hit. That's all. Let me put that in conceptual terms for you. The hype that Drake gets for all his streams and Kendrick Lamar gets and all the people get for every album and all their songs, he'd had his whole album charting in a time period when they didn't even do that. 7 out of 9. No one else did that. And Michael Jackson became such synonymous with this dominance on singles and charts and stuff, and covering both pop and R&B charts was unheard of. He was just dominant. You can't possibly say the most dominant artist didn't have more cultural impact, because they're trying to actually say this with a straight face that Lauryn Hill somehow had more impact with Miseducation. She has some good songs. I like Doo Wop a lot, but it wasn't like something groundbreaking. It wasn't like it was played to the point where you had a TV show and there was a performance that took it to another stratosphere like Billie Jean, Motown 25, Michael Jackson. It's just not the same connotation. That's why these lists are hokey and they're racist and they're garbage. And let me get to it. I know Lauryn Hill is black. Don't remind me. I know. I'm black too. And so was Michael Jackson. But they hate Michael Jackson because he was a black man who changed the course of popular music. They hate the fact that they had to play his videos on MTV. They hate the fact that they had to acknowledge their racist ways. David Bowie called him out on it in '83. Look up the video when he looked at Mark Goodman. And they hated the fact that Sony threatened to pull all their videos and acts if they didn't play Michael Jackson. They hated the fact that he called out the racist Grammys and they had to give them awards. And he broke the record at the then record 12 nominations, 8 wins, which since was matched by Babyface nominations, and then Carlos Santana won all the awards for his Supernatural. But it really, none of them compared to Michael Jackson's impact 40 years ago. None of it. And not just saying it as a Michael Jackson fan, just using his common sense. Because he was from head to toe the culture. People were walking like him, talking like him, dancing like him. He had the whole street. He had everything on lock. You know. Now I know some people say, well, if you're gonna put Thriller #2, you got to put it #1, unless you're saying What's Going On by Marvin Gaye or Songs That Kill Life by Stevie Wonder or Visions or something like that. Heck, Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. You can make a case up there, but you can't have an album that ain't impactful on the culture. Because how many acts have been birthed behind Michael Jackson's Thriller? His impact as an artist. Lauryn Hill would tell you she'd give it up and say Mike was #1. I'm going to keep it 100. So Apple Music is trolling, and I don't listen to their whackness. So that's another place to avoid and to boycott from my checkoff list, because I'm tired of you white folks hating on Michael Jackson. Know he's #1. Know he should be #1. No, it ain't even up for discussion. That's all I got to say about that. There's another corny list. I ain't bothering talking about the rest of the top 10 because that alone got me hot. I know what they're doing. And they know what they're doing too. They don't want to acknowledge the obvious. There was not another album that's had more impact, had more heat, that had more attention, that polarized, that took over the whole world. There was no internet. There was no superhighway. It was a message in the bottle. It exploded. You don't sell all them records and have some 7 out of 9 songs chart and win all them awards and dominate like that, and just to say, oh, you're the second best album. And what's your criteria? Apple Music is garbage. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and share if you like my piece.